Can AI help solve the climate crisis?
Contrails, those thin white lines we see behind airplanes, account for around 35% of aviation's global warming impact. But when Google teamed up with American Airlines to use AI and make minor changes to flight paths, they were able to reduce contrails by a whopping 54%.
And if this reduction in contrails is scaled up, it could cut aviation's global warming impact by almost 20%. That is a pretty impressive statistic. It shows that AI has the potential to make tangible reductions in carbon emissions in areas we had not even considered before.
And it's not just about reducing contrails. Another interesting application of AI in weather forecasting. Weather forecasting is complex and requires massive amounts of computing power. But AI can help by creating new models based on historical data and identifying patterns that humans might miss. This could lead to more accurate forecasts and better risk planning.
That's true. And what's even more exciting is that AI requires less computing power than traditional numerical models, so forecasts can be produced thousands of times more quickly. This means faster early warning of extreme weather events, which can reduce damage by 30% and save lives.
It's great to see that efforts to use AI for hazard forecasting and climate resilience are paying off. This is another example of how AI can make a real difference in addressing climate change.
And it's important to note that while AI has made significant advancements in recent years, there are still risks and concerns associated with its use. We've seen a lot of discussion this year about the potential dangers and even the risk of human extinction posed by AI.
The CEO of OpenAI, the company behind ChatGPT, has even warned about the risks. So it's crucial that we approach the use of AI in climate change solutions with caution and carefully consider any potential drawbacks.
As with any significant challenge, the answers are nuanced. We need to strike a balance between the potential benefits of AI and the risks it may pose.
And that's why it's exciting to see AI being applied in areas like aviation and weather forecasting. It shows that AI can be a powerful tool in combating climate change, but we must remain vigilant and conscious of any unintended consequences.
It's important to remember that while AI has the potential to help solve the climate crisis, it's not a magic solution. We need to continue exploring various approaches and technologies to address this global challenge.
And as we continue our research on this topic, we'll be sure to explore more examples of how AI is being used and discuss any concerns or limitations that arise.
Definitely. Now let's dive into the main points of our discussion. One statistic that surprised me is that agriculture uses 70% of all fresh water. This is a significant amount, and with the changing climate, areas with intense agricultural use may receive less rainfall, putting their water supply at risk.
That's right, and what's concerning is that up to 40% of fresh water is already lost due to substandard resource management. This means that the problem of water scarcity in agriculture could become even more acute. But AI is now playing a role in managing water used more efficiently on farms.
Farms are being mapped out using satellites, drones, and robots to identify areas of under and overwater use. These observations are then fed into AI models, which can predict where water, fertilizer, and pesticides should be applied to fields. This reduces the amount of water and carbon-intensive products needed.
That's a great application of AI in agriculture. And it's not just about water management. AI can also help strengthen agricultural infrastructure to make it more resistant to extreme weather events caused by climate change. This will help secure our food supply in a more unstable climate and potentially keep food prices stable.
AI has the potential to bring huge efficiency gains to the agricultural sector, which is crucial for ensuring food security in a changing climate. And there are even more applications of AI to climate change beyond agriculture.
Yes, that's right. Short blog posts by AI for Good in Google, which explore different uses of AI in addressing climate change. These examples show the wide range of possibilities being explored.
It's fascinating to see how AI can be applied in various ways to mitigate and adapt to climate change. But even with these examples, I still had some questions about how AI can address all the different dimensions of climate change.
Well, you're in luck. The BCG framework for using AI to combat climate change, which provides a comprehensive overview of how AI can help across different topics related to climate change.
That framework breaks down efforts to combat climate change into three broad topics: mitigation, adaptation and resilience, and fundamentals. Each topic has subtopics that highlight the potential applications of AI in addressing climate change.
Let's focus on the first topic, mitigation. It is about reducing the impact of climate change. Under mitigation, there are three subtopics where AI can be helpful: measurement, reductions, and removal.
Measurement is crucial for understanding the extent of climate change and the effectiveness of interventions. AI can help improve the accuracy of information on current emissions levels, calculate individual and company carbon footprints more accurately, and understand the capacity of natural carbon sinks.
And when it comes to reductions, AI can play a role in reducing carbon emission intensity. For example, it can help optimize energy generation by predicting when renewable energy capacity will increase, allowing fossil fuel power generation to be lowered faster when not needed.
AI can also improve energy efficiency by managing household appliances or charging electric vehicles when there is surplus renewable energy. And it can even support efforts to reduce the greenhouse effect by aiding researchers in investigating new geoengineering options for lowering global temperatures.
Lastly, removal focuses on reducing the amount of carbon in the atmosphere. AI can assist in environmental solutions, such as monitoring deforestation using various data sources. It can also help identify sites for technological solutions like direct air capture, which requires specific geological conditions for effective storage.
These examples show how AI can contribute to mitigating climate change, but it's important to remember that there are many more possibilities and subtopics within the framework that we haven't touched upon in this discussion.
Absolutely. The BCG framework provides a comprehensive overview that highlights the complexity of climate change and the potential for AI to address it. It's worth exploring if you're interested in understanding the full picture.
And if you want to learn more about specific examples of AI in action, we recommend checking out the short blog posts by AI for Good in Google, which provide further insights into the possibilities being explored. Let's begin by discussing the first subtopic of the framework, which is hazard forecasting. This involves using AI to provide more accurate modeling of future climate conditions and weather forecasts. By doing so, it gives people more time to prepare for both short and long-term climate change.
AI can support long-term planning by predicting things like sea level rises, droughts, and fire risks in different regions. This information can help governments and communities make informed decisions about infrastructure development and disaster preparedness.
And in the short term, AI can also improve existing weather forecasting for early warning systems. For example, AI algorithms can analyze real-time data from weather sensors and satellites to predict extreme weather events like hurricanes or heavy rainfall.
Being able to forecast these events accurately can save lives and minimize damage. It allows people to evacuate in time or take necessary precautions to protect themselves and their property.
Moving on to the second subtopic of vulnerability and exposure management, AI can play a crucial role in managing our society within a more unstable climate. One way it can help is by managing crises, such as new epidemics that may become more likely as temperatures rise.
AI models can simulate the spread of diseases carried by mosquitoes, for example, in areas that were previously too cold for transmission. This information can help public health officials take proactive measures to prevent or control outbreaks.
Another aspect of vulnerability and exposure management is strengthening existing infrastructure. AI can be used to improve agriculture practices, transportation efficiency, and even identify areas that will become increasingly uninhabitable in the future.
By using AI models, we can better understand which regions will be most affected by climate change and its impact on vulnerable populations. This knowledge can inform policies and strategies to protect those who are at risk of displacement or other adverse effects.
Lastly, AI can help preserve biodiversity by improving the identification and counting of species. This allows us to have an accurate picture of current biodiversity and how it's changing over time. This knowledge is crucial for conservation efforts and understanding the impact of climate change on ecosystems.
Moving on to the next topic called fundamentals. It encompasses both mitigation and adaptation strategies. The first subtopic is climate research and modeling, which is essential to improve our understanding of the future climate, the economy, and how our lifestyles may need to change to achieve a sustainable future.
That's right. AI can assist in developing more accurate climate models that take into account various variables and factors. These models can help policymakers make informed decisions about climate change, mitigation, and adaptation strategies.
The second subtopic is climate finance, which is crucial for funding the transition to renewable energy sources, supporting developing countries, and incentivizing greener choices. AI can be used to forecast future carbon prices, allowing governments, businesses, and individuals to plan their strategies for financing and investing in the green transition.
Having accurate predictions about carbon prices can help drive investment in renewable energy and other sustainable initiatives. It enables individuals and organizations to make greener choices in their day-to-day lives.
The final subtopic under fundamentals is education, nudging, and behavioral change. When people become more aware of how their lifestyles impact the environment, they are more likely to make different choices that are more climate friendly.
AI can play a role in promoting these climate-positive behaviors by providing recommendations for consumers. For example, it can recommend products or travel routes that have the least carbon footprint, encouraging individuals to make more sustainable choices.
Now let's talk about the broad uses of AI as summarized in the framework. There are 5 main use cases mentioned. The first one is gathering, completing, and processing data. With the increasing amount of data being collected, AI can help process large data sets and improve predictions in areas where data gaps exist, such as weather forecasting.
AI can strengthen planning and decision-making by providing more accurate climate risk models. This allows decision-makers to take effective and timely action to mitigate and adapt to climate change.
AI can also optimize processes, ranging from automated transport networks that minimize emissions to increasing the resilience of supply chains. It can help identify inefficiencies and suggest ways to reduce carbon intensity.
Another use case is supporting collaborative ecosystems. AI can facilitate communication and information sharing among networks of people working on climate-related issues. This collaboration can lead to more effective solutions and strategies.
The final use case is encouraging climate-positive behaviors. AI can recommend the least carbon-intensive products, investments, or travel routes to consumers. By doing so, it helps individuals make more sustainable choices in their daily lives.
Now let's discuss some potential downsides of using AI to solve climate change. The first issue is the energy consumption associated with training AI algorithms. It takes a significant amount of energy, and as AI models grow larger, their environmental impact increases.
That's right. Training large AI models can consume as much energy as several cars throughout their entire lifespan. While powering data centers with renewable energy can mitigate this issue, it still requires additional renewable energy infrastructure.
Another concern is the use of clean, fresh water for cooling data centers. Training certain AI models has been found to consume large amounts of water, which exacerbates freshwater scarcity issues.
Ethical implications are also a concern. Algorithmic bias and the explainability of decisions made by AI models are significant challenges. Training data may be biased towards short-term profit-focused decisions, and it's currently difficult to explain why an AI model produces a specific output.
And finally, there's the philosophical concern regarding superintelligent AI. The potential for AI to have misaligned goals with human values is a significant risk. If we were to create superintelligent AI and let it solve climate change, it might prioritize removing humans, seeing us as the primary driver behind global warming.
These concerns show that while AI can be a powerful tool in addressing climate change, we must proceed with caution and ensure that comprehensive research and regulation are in place to mitigate any negative consequences. Do us a favor and please hit subscribe, and maybe even tell a friend. Now let's keep the discussion going, taking a look at